but neither is it impossible. And if our beliefs are God-given, our path to achieve them is man-made. And this place of all places affirms that free people can bend history in the direction of our. So it was on D-Day. So it is today.
Good afternoon. Thank you, President Sarkozy, Prime Minister Brown, Prime Minister Harper, Prince Charles for being here today. Thank you to our Secretary of Veterans Affairs, General Eric II, for making the trip out here to join us. Thanks also to Susan Eisenhower, whose grandfather began this mission 65 years ago with a simple charge: okay, let's go. And to a World War II veteran who returned home from this war to serve a proud and distinguished career as a United States Senator and a national leader, Bob Dole. I'm not the first American president to come and mark this anniversary, and I likely will not be the last. This is an event that has long brought to this coast both heads of state and grateful citizens, veterans and their loved ones, the liberated and their liberators. It's been written about, spoken of, holds such a revered place in our memory. What is it about the struggle that took place on the sands, few to remember, year after year after year? Part of it, I think, is the size of the odds that weighed against success. For 3 centuries, no invader had ever been able to cross the English Channel into Normandy, and it had never been more difficult than in 1944. That was the year that Hitler ordered his top field marshal to fortify the Atlantic Wall against a seaborne invasion. From the tip of Norway to southern France, the Nazis lined steep cliffs with machine guns and artillery. Low-lying areas were flooded to block passage. Sharpened poles awaited paratroopers. Mines were laid on the beaches beneath the water. And by the time of the invasion, 500,000 Germans waited for the Allies along the coast between Holland and northern France.
What about the steel boxes?
At dawn on June 6th, the Allies came. The best chance for victory had been for the British Royal Air Corps to take out the guns on the cliffs, while airborne divisions parachuted behind enemy lines. But all did not go according to plan. Paratroopers landed miles from their mark, while the fog and clouds prevented Allied planes from destroying the guns on the cliffs. So when the ships landed here at Omaha, an unimaginable hell rained down on the men inside. Many never made it out of the boats. And yet, despite all of this, one by one, the Allied forces made their way to shore. Here, and in Utah, and Juneau, Gold and Sword. They were American, British, and Canadian. Soon the paratroopers found each other and fought their way back. The Rangers scaled the cliffs. By the end of the day, against all odds, the ground on which we stand was free once more. The sheer improbability of this victory is part of what makes D-Day so memorable. It also arises from the clarity of purpose with which this war was waged. We live in a world of competing beliefs and claims about what is true. It's a world of varied religions and cultures and forms of government. In such a world, it's all too rare for a struggle to emerge that speaks to something universal about humanity.
Here we go.
The Second World War did that. No man who shed blood or lost a brother would say that war is good, but all know that this war was essential. For what we faced in Nazi totalitarianism was not just a battle of competing interests. It was a competing vision of humanity. Nazi ideology sought to subjugate and humiliate and exterminate